2 G's. Watch this. Okay, we'll bring him back to the car. We'll leave right now.
You're gonna leave.
Okay, bring the police here then.
She sounds drunk.
Oh, go ahead. There's no fishing signs.
Oh, yes,
I'm drunk.
Run this car.
Okay, so give him the rocks. These aren't your rocks.
Give me my fucking rod. It's like $1,000.
You're gonna get arrested for stealing property.
No, I'm not stealing.
Let go.
No.
Wait for this.
Let go.
Give me my
You
rod.
are assaulting.
You have
What is going on? Like, what is what's going on with Karen's?
my property.
You have his property.
You have no right, and you are assaulting.
Hey, no. Go lay down. Now.
Charlie Kirk prom trend.
Counting or not counting gang violence? Great.
This is sick now. Young teenage girls and boys doing their prom outfit transitions to the audio of Charlie Kirk being killed.
Counting or not counting gang violence? Great. Counting or not counting gang violence? Great. Counting or not counting gang violence? Great.
These are the people that are complaining about you using slurs. These are the people that are getting mad at you for saying retard. That's right.
And the comments are worse. This young woman posted the video and somebody responded by saying, "I'm dying like Charlie Kirk." And she liked the
Very
comment
funny.
and replied by saying, "Ha ha ha ha." She thinks it's funny. Someone responded to another video saying, "This is so funny."
Right into my face?
To which the girl replied, "Best
What did I drink?
transition
I
could
drink
find
seltzers,
yet.
bro.
Not a song, not anything else. The audio of somebody being
What wrong with
assassinated."
people? Well, it's the reason why they're doing it. So you
I don't know why
understand
TTS is
why
down.
people like this do it. They do it because they want to memeify and delegitimize and
I got one Bose ball.
downplay Charlie Kirk getting killed. They want to make a joke out of it instead of actually take it seriously as it's like a political
Zoltan
sensation.
says, seltzers,
So
what
it's
kind?
the same reason why they tried to say that the
What was
recent
it?
Trump
It was White Claws?
assassination attempt was a
raspberry?
false flag. It's so they
Well,
can
not raspberry,
legitimize it. That's the reason why.
That's the best thing you could find. And she thinks,
I want
forget.
you guys to keep this in mind. Like,
Zoltan
I don't
says,
know, it's
"Buzzball,
like crazy.
you trying to
I
get
don't
freaky or
them
something?"
doing things. I don't care. I can do whatever they want.
Nah.
But I also
Wiz
think
219
that
says,
keep
"Slam
this
one
in
right
mind
now, no
Take
balls."
this into account and keep it in mind whenever these are the people that are telling
Subscribe,
you
and I
to
will.
have empathy, to
Let me eat
listen
this.
to other people's
I
feelings.
need to sober up.
This is it. Trump disrespects the dead all the time. Well, I don't know about that. Do whatever you want to do. But what I'm saying is that, like, whenever people reveal themselves to you, this is, I think it just shows that you should not treat these people with any type of empathy or understanding.
It's funny. She has a crying / laughing emoji there as well. Now, to note, TikTok was actually removing some of these videos or actually muting the sound, but a lot of people actually went back and deleted their videos after people online started finding them and
I was at the
calling them
bar.
out, posting their usernames. This girl had a
The restaurant I
comment
work
saying,
out
"Haha, I made
or
this
work at
when
is a bar."
TikTok took it down.
Yeah.
LMAO, and she responded. by,
Zoltan says,
"This
"This baby
baby
face is new to me."
She hopes it stays up because again, she thinks it's funny.
Oh, you've never seen
Zoltan
Shaved Matt?
says, "It how to feel."
With a
Never seen Shaved Matt. Okay. I've been talking to a lot of chicks, and they respond better when my face is.
Wiz 219 says, "Less scratchy on the balls."
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. How about the manscaper?
Wiz 219 says, "What happened with Abigail?"
You mean Isabella? Abigail was my last girlfriend. She moved away.
Wiz219 says, yeah her. Zoltan says, I kinda like it. Makes me want to leave your face like this emote.
You homo ass bitch. I'm drunk. It took me a second to. Nah, me and Isabella like fall through.
Zoltan says, but yeah, what about Isabella?
She's in the hospital. She's been calling me. I'm gonna wake up early and go send her cigarettes tomorrow. Cause she doesn't have any cigarettes or a vape. They said vapes are more problematic, but I can send her like matches, a lighter, and cigarettes. I'm gonna do that for her. She did ask me if I wanted to break up or like break things off, and I was like, no. I'd rather see this shit through. Because honestly, we get along really well. I can tell you even from like how we've argued, like that girl will do whatever I tell her to do. You know what I mean? Like as long as I respect her. Outside of that, no. I'm trying not to entertain the idea of talking to this other chick. Who's actually really well put together. And I'm just like, I feel bad. You know what I mean? Like me and that other girl, we don't flirt, but we do talk. And I think she wants me to flirt with her. You know what I mean? I'd feel really bad if I did. Isabel would have to like break things off.
Zoltan says, what are you eating?
Just noodles, ramen. Lethos, get out of there now. Are you with Kayla right now, Tim? Hey, Lethos, get out of there now. Get out of there now. Out. Move. Move your ass, dude.
It's crazy that it's all women too.
That frowning emoji. To which the girl responded by saying, no, with the F word at the end. She's so upset.
I think it's just young teen edginess. They're high school age. I don't think so. I think that they, I think that people are doing it.
They're
because
definitely kind of
like
indoctrinated.
I mean, if you think
Lethos,
it's young teen
out of there
edginess,
now.
Do you think that they would think it's funny if you
Go.
did like an AI picture of like Donald Trump kneeling on the neck of Kamala Harris or something like that, and it's like the George Floyd picture? Do you think they think that was funny? Because if they don't think that's funny, then I don't want to hear about how this is funny.
Shit
Either
noodles
they're
slapping
all
you, bro.
funny or neither are funny. That's my outlook on it.
that they took her audio down. These people are sick, man. Now, I thought a lot about what I would want to say here, but I really don't have.
Well, it's not a double standard. And so that's the issue that people don't understand. is you're stuck inside of the idea, and it's the false premise that these people are
False
operating inside of a logical premise. They're not. They're simply
No, not logical. What they're performing is logic based. They're following societal cues. That's the logical thing to do. What they're not doing is thinking. Right? Thinking being like reasoning, because what makes sentience is logic and reason. Right? Not logic. Logical parameters are instincts. It's instinctual to go with the group, but you need to reason. You need to be meek.
trying to
Sorry, Asmon.
like basically normalize killing people that they don't like. So it doesn't have anything to do with like
Sultan
what makes
says,
sense
"You're not
or what's
drunk enough."
fair. It has to do with them trying to justify doing something bad to someone. There is no moral premise to this. There is no standard to it. It's just simply we want to create an ecosystem where we can glorify killing people
It's
that
still
we
cold.
disagree with. That's it. There's nothing. So it's like, so what that's there's a double standard. Well, yeah, there's a double standard because there is no standard to begin with.
The right words, to be honest. I just would again like to point out these are 15, 16, and 17-year-olds. They think that political assassination is funny, they think it's a trend, and make no mistake, these are the same young teenage boys and girls.
Yart yip on a use day? Oh. Oh, what does Vince Aesthetic say? Straight to the bicep. Strawberry Rita. That was a little zesty.
Zoltan says, TF, did you just say LOL?
This guy, Vince Aesthetic, he slams a bunch of alcohol and he just says straight to the bicep. It's fucked up.
Zoltan says, LOL.
I think those noodles sobered me up. I did eat a 2-pack. Damn, that was like instant. I'm awake though.
Those who probably
Is there anything
date
left in there?
their, boyfriend or girlfriend for
There's a
2
little
weeks
sip.
and then get broken up with and go home and cry for 6 months, or they cry when they're
I actually do gotta do arms more.
at the lunch table, or
They're not very big.
gets run over by the mailman.
They're
and
toned,
they
but they're
cry
not
for
big.
a year
They gotta be
straight.
big.
When a 31-year-old who is
Last year they were
leader
big.
of a huge political movement
Zoltan
literally
says,
hands a
I did eat a
microphone to
2-pack.
people
I
who
don't
know
think they come that way, fat ass.
Hey, that's fair.
really older than them. Just a few years where they will be
Well, how much did I eat? I had a double cheeseburger on like a Kaiser bun with like fucking, it was either 2 or 4 pieces of bacon, and I think the sriracha was like, it's like 90 calories or some shit, and then probably like a whole potato, a half gallon of milk. My phone's charging too right now, actually. I might go get another half gallon of milk, to be honest. I opened up my fridge and I didn't have a half gallon of milk, and I was like, bro, I fucked up. I didn't buy no milk when I left earlier today.
in a couple of years.
Or maybe I
later,
drank it, I don't
assuming
remember.
that They go to college when he hands a microphone to them, invites them to come talk, even travels to prestigious campuses to debate, and he gets killed because they disagree with
But
him.
also voted
Voters,
with
I don't even
him.
think
They
these
will be.
people are well versed.
That strawberry Rita had a lot of sugar in it.
You're trying to bulk up for Papa.
To hate
Nice.
anybody who's on
Yeah.
the right. They are brainwashed. They are morally rotten. These
Honestly, my buddy Stevie knows my plan. I'm gonna just go up to 205 pounds, and I'm gonna cut back down to like 165. You know what I mean? With the right dieting and the right protocol, I wouldn't lose any muscle mass. And I'd be like right on the precipice.
Zoltan says you're 170-ish now?
How much do you think I weigh?
Zoltan says no more than 183.
Bro, I dropped 20 pounds. I was like 186. I'm like 160 right now. Like 165. I'm just muscular. Lean, I guess, is the more appropriate word. I am muscular, but not as like muscular as I am lean. Well, I mean, I am, but I'm not one of those people that has like a freakish amount of slow twitch fibers. I have a lot of quick twitch fibers.
Zoltan says you confused me.
Confused you? I'm 165 pounds. I weighed myself yesterday. I was 168 with a shirt and shorts. And I was free balling, so I didn't have underwear.
Zoltan says, what flavor are you?
Oh, that's just brown pop. Beep Hurst.
People are pathetic.
Zoltan says, interesting.
These are the next generation.
Yeah, I like candy
People in
sweet
our
flavors.
country, these people are going to have children. They're going to raise their children just like them. These
Yeah,
people
actually,
are into-
one thing you'll notice about a lot of people like me, like my frame. Let me look directly at the camera. Most of us were so skinny that like we always like, that's weird. At the angle, it makes my shoulder look like it's higher than the other one, but they're not. They're symmetrical. It's weird because when you're like super skinny, your back is so long that your deltoids, not even like your front deltoids, the ones that people see, your rear deltoids kind of support your whole back. And my camera just got blurry. Let me fix that. As a result of that, it becomes really hard for like skinny people to grow their lats. You know what I mean? Like your sides. And really all it is that they never relax their shoulders. I feel like the only reason I really ever developed lats was because I was in boxing. And because I was in boxing, I learned to relax my shoulders, and that makes your lats activate a lot more. You know what I mean? Like what? Because in boxing, one of the first things you learn how to do is to like and then just to keep relaxing your shoulders so you can get good whips. You know what I mean? But that really develops your lats. You know what I mean? Your lats develop when you're not working your shoulders. No, I don't want you on me. I'm fucking talking. You can stay right there. You're okay. Go lay down. Leave her alone. It's a fair. When they come at you, you gotta bite them. You can't just jump on my lap. You gotta fight them. That's how I know. No, you bite them. You don't jump on me, you bite them. When you bite them, I know. No. Leave her alone. Leave her alone. Go lay down. Go lay down. You know what I'm talking about. Leave her alone. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, it's kind of a part of my savant syndrome.
Zoltan says, did you just incite violence amongst your pets?
These people
I did.
Are gonna be
Well, they keep
Zoltan
trying to
says,
fuck with her.
W. Michael Vick.
Well, see, males won't get super aggressive with the female, like a male's instincts. The majority of like male animals outside of humans, their male instinct will be to dominate, right? That's why they're not leaders. Because as a leader, your purpose is to serve. So dogs see that you serve them, and they respect it. That's really what it is. They identify that you're doing something good for them. Most animals don't do that. Not very easily, at least. And the majority of them, it doesn't matter what kind of animal it is, the generic male is going to default to dominate. So, when you have, I would say 3+ animals, so when you have 4 animals, you have to be very comfortable asserting and taking control, because if you don't, they will. And if they do, they hurt each other. You know what I mean? But male on a male aggression is way different than male and female aggression. Normally male and female aggression is out of confusion,
Zoltan
right?
says, makes
Or
sense.
sexual desire. So like this guy's probably experiencing a little bit of sexual desire, and I'm telling him no. Come here now. Or go to the kennel. Dog. So you listen to me, and you leave her the fuck alone. And that's how you resolve those animal issues. If you get too aggressive, they learn to be aggressive. But if you learn to make them do things without being aggressive, or too aggressive, they're not as mean. And that is one of the reasons why you'll hear me say that my dog Rufio is actually a bad dog. Because genetically, he can't help himself from trying to dominate. He always tries to fight. Like, he'll snap at me, he'll snap at the dog, he'll snap at my mom. He's cute, he's cuddly. By himself or with one other dog, he's fine. But when you have 3 or more, his genetics are dominant. He's generic. His babies are not. His babies are all very intelligent. Rufio's a pretty intelligent dog. He's a good baseline, like foundation, but all the other ones are way more receptive, communicative. They're definitely more intelligent, like he's looking at me right now after I just fucking yelled at him
Zoltan
and punched
says,
him.
W teaching moment.
Yeah. You're a good boy. You leave your sister alone.
Zoltan
Yeah.
says, I've never had multiple dogs at once.
Do you know what onset savant syndrome is? Before you go look it up, mine is body language.
Zoltan says, no.
I can kind of see the trajectory and the projections of bodies. That's why I'm good at fighting. It's like I can just see patterns when people do stuff. And I don't mean like, oh, I need to see you do something 1 or 2 times. I mean, I've seen that same range of motion hundreds of thousands of times, and I know where it's going.
Zoltan says, it's called what onbutsum hamana syndrome?
Onset savant syndrome. I had my head smashed when I was 12, and then over the course of 4 years, the way my brain processed information changed. A lot of the times when people take a serious trauma to their head, they lose a neurological ability, but I gained several. That's really what it means. Like I am a freak. Genuinely.
Zoltan says, interesting.
Yeah, a lot of people think I'm autistic. or like I have Asperger's or something. It was just violence. Is all it really was. But it made me realize something that, like,
Zoltan says, yeah, I know you're a freak, Matt.
well, a lot more people have this type of neurological discrepancy than we're aware of. Like, statistically, it's rampant, and it's hard to be accounted for. But not everyone is a savant. You know what I mean? Like, there might be changes to what they call, like, your brain chemistry, but unless you, like, kind of involuntarily developed a skill, you're not a savant. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't see or feel, however you people want to describe it, I didn't have it pre-head injury. It developed after because of the head injury. And so I'm a savant.
Be the next generation of policymakers, politicians, and of voters, and this is a sick, cancerous mind virus.
And what's weird is a lot of people their savant is around like congruent shaping or like symmetry, and mine's like physical pattern identification.
It's vile.
I can't really-
It's vicious, it's sick.
I don't really have
It's
words to
demented.
describe it.
I don't have a single problem with them doing this, but I do have
But it's
a
kinda
problem
like-
with-
I see people move, and
Zoltan says, yeah, I just googled it. Apparently you can get it without injury. But like you said, happens uncontrollably.
yeah, it's an involuntary thing. And so like some people like get crazy with math and like all sorts of stuff, but I can just like, I don't know, like do weird shit. Like I have really good reflexes. I don't have to look at things. I'm spatially aware. Like I can like get my hands on your ligaments. You know what I mean? Like I can get my fingers to your meniscus in your hand. And it's weird. Like it's fucking weird, but I can just like tell where it's at.
Zoltan says, MMM sounds hot.
No, it's actually super fucking weird. Like, I know when someone's gonna try to hit me. You know what I mean? Like, I was having, before you started popping up in my stream with my buddies and shit, there was some drama going on. And, like, most people would probably be, like, shitting themselves. You know what I mean? With, like, what was going on. And it's just like, no, I can see the body language. Not even just, like, the body language. I can see the projection of the body. Like, I've seen these ranges of motion on enough bodies to know. You know what I mean? And it's like, it goes further than that. Like, I know what's a bluff, I know what's not a bluff, but it's like in person. It's not on the phone. It's You know, they have to be in front of me. Like say like if you put like really high competent, like high tier fighters in front of me,
Zoltan says,
I
interesting.
I know exactly like what they're doing as they're doing it. It's weird. I can like call it out. It can be a fresh tape. It can be, you know what I mean? Like it's weird. But it's also gotten to the point to where like I would choose when to take strikes. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like outside of like, when was it? It's probably like 2020, 2019, 2021, somewhere around there. The last person that actually like landed a blow on me was when they tried to jump me in Chicago, and they rocked me with a fucking like broomstick. You know what I mean? Like they hit me with like a broomstick, and like I'm pretty sure they only hit me like twice. Before that was this dude like Justin Procherio. He also lived in Chicago. He only landed the first punch. Like I almost didn't think he was gonna do it. Like I kind of saw it coming, but it did surprise me. Like I didn't think he was gonna do it, but as I saw it happening, I was like, well, he's hitting me. You know what I mean? Before my shoulder dislocated, I kind of knew that was going to happen. Yeah, I don't know, it's weird. I can like see, you know what I mean? The boxes.
Them doing this and then begging for empathy whenever an ICE agent's dragging some illegal alien pedophile out of their house. I do have an issue.
And it's funny because like, especially with like stand up, I just wait. Like I don't. Like I can slide, I can roll, I can, whatever. That's a waste of fucking energy. I'm gonna just lateral step. I ain't trying to do all this, bro. I'm gonna lateral step. I'm gonna make you do that, and while you're doing that, I'm gonna undercut you. I am kind of scared of catching CTE, but I don't know if I can. I think I'll just become a vegetable. Like I think I'll skip that phase. You know what I'm saying? I've been keen on not getting the stutters. And that's where, like,
Zoltan says, oh wow.
Yeah, when you get CTE. So I got hit in the head, and everything's real fluid. You know what I mean? Like, it's weird. It pisses me off when my video games aren't flush. And, like, 60 FPS bothers me. It strains my eyes. You know what I mean? Like I missed Windows because I was playing at like 180 FPS. But outside of that, I like the freedom of having Linux and like figuring this shit out myself. I do miss the super high refresh rate in every game automatically. It does strain my eyes. But nah. After you catch so many brain injuries, it's described as stutters. Like when your adrenaline hits, your eyes no longer process information even faster. It's like lapsing in the signal, and so you're getting like 18 FPS. 13, 18 FPS. That's the best way I can describe it. And you don't want to be like that. You want to be fluid. You want everything to be crisp.
With them asking for, a degree of understanding.
Fun fact. I have severe and mild scarring on both of my eyes.
Whenever they want to tell you what words you can and can't use on the
From gloves.
internet. Like, these are, and the point that I'm making is that these are not people that are empathetic or understanding, or they have any sort of, kind of better judgment for these topics.
Actually. We'll look something up for you real quick,
Very
too.
nice. Okay, ladies, even if
Shut your ass up, bitch.
Zoltan says, what does that mean for you?
What does what mean for me? Not wanting to catch CTE or being stuck in slow frames. If I was stuck in slow frames, I wouldn't be capable of defending myself, and I'm near useless as a man.
Zoltan says, eye scarring.
It means I don't close my eyes. The reality of violence encompasses the complex interplay
Zoltan
between its
says,
social
"Oh."
construction and its pervasive impact on daily life. The psychological distinction between real and simulated aggression in society. Violence is often socially constructed through media reports and social and official statistics, which can skew public perception and create myths about the nature of violent crimes, drug-related offenses, and the super predator stereotype, often disconnecting public fear from empirical data. So there is this thing where people think that because I've committed acts of violence, I'm like a monster. That's kind of what that's referring to. Because I'll put a thought behind punching someone in the fucking mouth. I'm more scary than the common layman. Daily reality and impact. Violence remains a routine and persistent threat in many environments, such as rural emergency departments, where healthcare workers face regular physical and verbal abuse, making it a normalized part of their professional roles. On a broader scale, domestic violence continues to be a critical issue, with statistics indicating that over 6 million children are severely assaulted by family members annually in the U.S., and that women leaving abusers face a significantly higher risk of being killed. Simulated versus real violence. This is where my problems used to be. Simulated versus real violence. Psychological research distinguishes between real and fictional violence. Nothing that observing real aggression sustains higher emotional arousal and physiological stress responses compared to fictitious fighting. This distinction is explored in contemporary art media such as Jordan Wolfson's VR piece Real Violence and the UNICEF's interactive campaign, which use immersive technology to force viewers to confront the passivity and brutality of violence, highlighting the ethical and psychological weight of witnessing or being complicit in aggressive acts. What happens to someone who suffers a violent attack or head trauma from an assailant? It's a lot easier to ask AI to fucking put this together for you. A violent blow to the head can cause a traumatic brain injury, ranging from mild concussion to severe brain damage. Symptoms may appear immediately or develop over days or weeks and include headaches, dizziness, nausea, violence, loss of consciousness, confusion or disorientation, seizures and convulsions, sensory disturbances, blurred vision, ringing in the ears, weakness, numbness, or loss of coordination. Severe injuries can lead to coma, vegetative states, or brain death due to swelling, bleeding, or structural damage. Cognitive and emotional impact. TBIs often impair brain functions related to thinking and emotion. Memory loss and difficulty concentrating, impaired decision-making, problem-solving, mood swings, depression, anxiety, irritability, sleep disturbances, and fatigue. All things I have. Victims of intimate partner violence, that's rape, cognitive dysfunction, PTSD, and emotional dysregulation, which can be worsened by repeated injuries. Behavioral and social consequences. Head trauma, especially involving the frontal lobe, can lead to impulsivity, aggression, and violent outbursts, poor judgment and reduced empathy, increased risk of substance abuse and criminal behavior. Studies show a strong link between TBI and antisocial behavior, with over 60% of incarcerated individuals reporting a history of head injury. Younger age at the time of injury is key predictor of later aggression. Mine was when I was at 12. I was 12 years old. Recurrent injuries, undiagnosed or untreated TBIs increase the risk of future brain damage, especially in the abusive relationships. Disability, up to 57% of TBI survivors may have moderate or severe disability 5 years post-injury. Vulnerability, those with TBI are more likely to be victimized again due to cognitive impairments, dependence on caregivers, or social isolation. That's what's happening to Isabella. The guy who beat her up got her dependent on alcohol and like Ambien and isolates her from her family. Victims of assault related TBI often face greater functional difficulties than those injured in an accident and may struggle with employment, relationships, and daily living. That's me. Have chosen to be homeless like 3 times. You know what I mean? Like, there's things that are just hard to, like, wrap your brain around. Or, like, a lot of people don't understand that, like, their stress isn't that important. Yeah. And then, like, in the back of your head, it's like, bro, has anyone ever tried to kill you? You know what I mean? Like, that, like, and it's just like, yeah, pay rent and pay your bills, but like, I don't know, like, do something. Like, I save my money and go on adventures normally.
Absolutely not. They just simply...
Adventures in video games and gym. That's really it. I mean, and it's like summertime, so I'm about to go take my dogs on adventures soon. But now I got 5 of them, so I gotta figure it out. But really, I'll probably only take 4 because Rufio's old as fuck.
Zoltan says, adventures.
Yeah, I like camping. I'll camp anywhere. And I live by the dunes, so it's like, there's massive fucking nature reserves. I can just buy a fucking season pass for like $40 and walk in that bitch.
We are trying to use your morals and your values against you so they can get more of what they want. That's it. And so this is the reason why...
That's me. I saw this earlier. I wanted to click on it.
And again, how quickly everything could be stripped away from you. All I wanted was my health, and I was just so grateful to be able to think again. So,
Huge shout out to everything Candace has been doing. When you don't have your health, you don't have anything. And health is all that matters. And there's
He does have an
nothing
illness.
quite
He said
like
that.
that can humble you and give you perspective and bring you back around to what really matters.
Conspiracy theories are
information is the oxygen.
There's so much evidence out there that less than...
Yeah, okay. Where's my chocolate milk?
Good to see you. Missed you all a lot. I figure I would start with a clip from Candace's recent episode.
Yeah,
Do I got any weed
for
left?
whatever it's worth, I entered the space of politics with a very real understanding of how thick.
Oh yeah. I don't even know if I showed you this, dude. We got Essenbox. Ooh. It bugged out earlier when I tried to fuck with it. But I don't know this interface. I don't know what the buttons mean. I've only used like Unity and Unreal. this thing's fucking cool. It bugs out sometimes if I got apps open. So it makes me, I paid my rent and my utilities just now. And I got a fat chunk of money left. And now my next check.
Zoltan says, no clue what S-Inbox is.
I've been looking at this for a little while. I've been following it for a good bit. I'm going to make a video game on it. I'm going to make a couple.
Zoltan says, oh shit, that sounds cool.
Yeah, I can't remember how to pull up in the fucking map. And the last one was drag and drop. I feel like I might be bugging it out. Dust 2. There we go, it's popping up. But they got a bunch of free assets. I know a little bit of how to do this shit. I've kit bashed myself. So like I've made objects, I've made buildings. And so now I got a fuck ton of tutorials that I can go watch. And I'm gonna make a mini offline co-op game. You know what I mean? But yeah, $20 license. Originally I was doing it on Core. That was like my first. Well, not my first. I did a little bit of like map building.
Zoltan says,
before.
hell yeah, that would be pretty sick.
Yeah, I gotta figure out how to do map building in here, because if the map building isn't in here, I gotta go do it on Unreal or something, and then bring it from Unreal to here. Which Unreal... Okay, Unreal Engine runs like shit, but they do have a lot of good things going for it. To be honest, they do have a lot of good like features. Like there's a really good like map builder on it. The map building on Unreal was way better than like Unity, and there's like one other free one. But this one's not free. I paid for this. And as it grows, they're going to add more shit to it. So, yeah. I'm not even going to save this. I thought it was going to be a better map, to be honest. Stall detected. Because I clicked. I should have let it. But I don't really care right now. And honestly, most of the work I do on it will probably be on the laptop. Because I didn't like the way that I had to install Windows Runtime on Linux for this. It freezes up a lot.
Zoltan says, gotcha.
Actually, that big boy's fast. He caught himself. He would have hit his fucking face. Whenever you're leaning back like that, so he's in the zone of he's in the strike zone, and that means he can take one step or less and connect a strike, and he's in the knockout zone, right? And this is the knockout zone because he's leaning backwards. And you only ever lean back, like he has distance behind him, but his center of gravity, his ass is right here. So like this is his center. It is not a good place for him to be. Like, he's always leaning back.
Zoltan says, I kinda dislike this Giorgio guy, lol.
Who's Giorgio? Him? He does look like a douche.
Zoltan says, yeah.
He's a wrestler, isn't he? The Giorgio guy's a wrestler. He is like one of those he's one of those rated.
Zoltan says he used to do this thing where he would go around and pay people
Yeah. He's actually like a top rated wrestler.
Zoltan says, yes, he wrestles.
Damn, yeah. This is one of my favorite guys. This guy does Greco-Roman wrestling. That's the kind of wrestling I did.
Who's the scariest wrestler of all time.
He's on Peds like a motherfucker. This dude's on a bunch of like MK166. That was his move too. This is all he would do to people. He would get him in this and toss him. And he would do it over and over and over and over and over and over and over.
They called him the Experiment. A man so powerful, so dominant, that even the strongest opponents were reduced to mere spectators in his presence. For 13 years, nobody on earth could beat him. No one. This is the story of Alex.
Zoltan says, the experiment.
This dude is just blasting
Zoltan
SARMs
says,
and
I'm good.
MK166, bro.
Feared wrestler the world has ever seen. In the frozen heart of Siberia, a baby was born on September 19th. His name was Alexander Alexandrovich Karelin. Little did the world know, this boy would become one of the most dominant forces in sporting history. From the very beginning, Karelin wasn't normal. By the time he was a teenager, he was already towering over his classmates. At just 14, he weighed over 180 pounds, 82 kilograms. His strength wasn't just impressive, it was unnatural. His physical presence alone scared people. But what was even more terrifying was his discipline. While most kids spent their days playing, Karelin was running through snowy forests, lifting logs, doing push-ups with people on his back. He trained like a machine. Pain meant nothing. Losing meant nothing, because it was never an option. Under the strict eyes of Soviet coaches, Karelin began Greco-Roman wrestling, a discipline where you can't touch the opponent's legs. It's all upper body, power, precision, and pain. With it,
They call them upper body slams. When I was in wrestling,
Zoltan
Yeah.
says, oh wait, WTF.
yeah, when I was in wrestling, it was the last year they took out upper body slams, dude. Because every school was doing Greco-Roman.
within months, it was clear.
Zoltan says, I didn't know in that kind of wrestling you can't grab their legs.
Well, there's different rules for different styles. You know what I mean? Like, I did do Greco-Roman wrestling. It's a bunch of neck exercises, actually. Because a lot of it revolves around, like, he got this dude in this position by fucking pushing him around, sweeping around him, like sprawling him, or he just bent his neck. You know what I mean? You start bending someone's neck or they're like their shoulder, they'll just go to whatever spot you put them in.
Zoltan says, LMFAO.
Carolyn won the Junior World Championship. But he wasn't satisfied. He wanted to dominate the world. In 1988, at just 21 years old, he made his Olympic debut in Seoul, South Korea. The world hadn't seen him yet, but they were about to witness a storm.
Here's the secret move.
Match after match, he demolished everyone. He lifted 280-pound men like they were pillows and slammed them into the mat using his signature move, the reverse body lift. It was a move so risky and brutal, most heavyweights didn't even attempt it. But Carol,
He was just built like a skinny guy.
he made it look easy. He won the gold medal without losing a single point. The world was stunned, and a legend was born. Now let's talk about the most terrifying weapon in Carolyn's arsenal, the infamous Carolyn lift.
Foop. You gotta be so strong to do that to someone.
In Greco-Roman wrestling,
Like, I have done that to someone, but it's way different when you're light.
weight opponents
We can all
on the
pick
mat
each other up.
and slamming them backwards is almost impossible. But Carolyn didn't care. He did it regularly. He made it his signature. Opponents feared it. Coaches warned about it. Fans waited to see it. From 1987 to 2000, Carolyn went undefeated. That's 13 years at the top of the world. During that time, he won 3 Olympic gold medals, 9 world championships, Logan 12 European championships. That's not dominance. That's a reign of terror. And here's the craziest part. From 1993 to 2000, he didn't give up a single point. Not one. Wrestlers were trained for years just to survive a full match with him. But most, they were crushed in minutes.
He's been the man for 13 years. Nobody even had a chance to beat him. So he picked me up 3 times and threw me on my time. My feet almost hit the back of my head.
Let's dive into Carolyn's greatest wins, those legendary moments where he made elite wrestlers look like amateurs. Gorovsky was a Bulgarian powerhouse, strong, technical, and experienced. But he never stood a chance.
You would say, well, there's a surprise. Carolyn, he is just so strong. He can lift men from the bars there. He's turning from a standing start on the ground. He's got him airborne. He's trying again.
How are you gonna stop someone that can deadlift fucking 800 pounds? You know what I mean? Like, how are you gonna stop that? He pulls 2 of you.
He's got him in the air. He's got him.
Carolyn dominated the match.
Zoltan says, pre-drug testing? LOL.
PCT. That's how you get past it. You cycle off a couple months before, and then you stay macroing, and so your hormones are all primed.
That's hope. A tank of a man with massive strength. But Carolyn handled him with ease. In just over 2 minutes, Carolyn crushed him.
Zoltan says,
Yeah.
Ghaffari later said, "I've never felt so helpless in my life." Then came the end. Carolyn was 33 years old. The 2000 Olympics in Sydney was supposed to be his final masterpiece. A 4th Olympic gold, a perfect ending. But fate had other plans. In the finals, he faced Rulon Gardner, an unheralded American wrestler. Gardner was strong, but no one expected him to win. What happened next shocked the world.
If Gardner the American were to win this match, it would be about Carolyn's offense.
Carolyn, for the first time in 13 years, gave up a point. due to a technicality. Gardner played a perfect defensive match. He held on. He frustrated Carolyn. And in the biggest upset in Olympic wrestling history, Carolyn lost. Some cried, some cheered. But even Gardner later said, "He's still the greatest of all time. I just had one good day." Carolyn retired immediately. No excuses, no drama, just respect. After retirement, Carolyn didn't fade away. He became a politician, serving in the Russian parliament. He worked on sports development.
He's a badass.
He mentored young athletes.
Yeah, that's one of the hardest things that we would do in wrestling, dude.
But he never bragged.
Like,
Never
legit.
gloated. He remained humble. He once said, "Strength is not in muscles. It's in your mind, in your will. That's what wins battles." It wasn't just his 6 feet 3 inches, 130 kilograms frame. It wasn't just the freakish strength. It was the mindset, the discipline, the ability to train harder.
Zoltan says, I don't know if I like the look in his eye.
Oh, he'd kill you. He'd kill you. He'd fucking kill you. Like... Let's not question that.
Disclosure has just occurred, with several pastors and televangelists claiming U.S. government officials contacted them, brought them together.
Slit her throat so fucking fast, dude.
Must begin to prepare your congregations for disclosure of extraterrestrial intelligence, perhaps reptilians and alien beings.
Oh, please don't.
Now, friends, I am not someone who come to you and just say, it's true, we know aliens, but I will say this. I typically will have had many people on my show to test IRL. Members of Congress, former members, as well as government officials, who have all, in every single circumstance, insinuated the existence of captured advanced technologies or even non-human intelligent entities. Now, I say it in that way because some have argued they're demons, interdimensional, or aliens. Now,
I'll show you an
recently on
alien.
the news, when one member of Congress said that there are things we don't know, that if the American people were briefed on, given access to, it would be chaos. Matt Gaetz, a member of Congress, came out and actually claimed that a man in uniform in the military told them there are alien hybridization programs around the world.
Alien.
These facilities exist. Recently, we had on
I'd make an alien hybrid.
former congressional rep,
A little Latino girl.
and he said he could not disclose the things he had been briefed on or in classified settings. So Phil asked him a series of questions. Do you believe in aliens? He said.
Zoltan says,
The next question. Did you believe in aliens before entering Congress? To which he said, no.
I actually dated a really pretty Mexican girl. She used to come on my stream. She was really hot. She was probably one of the more supportive girls that I met. It was kind of weird.
Zoltan says, did she shake ass?
You wouldn't believe me how well she was built. Actually, I got like a whole folder of her on my phone I should probably delete. Now that I think about it. Because now I have like an Isabella fucking album. I should probably delete fucking Katie. Yeah. Well, see, I forget and I don't like go back and look at them. To be honest, it takes something like right now, like I'd have to remember.
Zoltan says, yeah, I gotta delete my Matt album.
You don't have a Matt album. dirty slut.
The implication, of course, in Congress. this
Zoltan says who?
Me.
led him to conclude
Where'd you get it?
do exist. Now the question is, to what extent? Is it true that there is an Atlantis? That there is some faraway land, that we are trapped here on Earth, that aliens are interfering in human development? And more elements of the government are releasing information to convey some.
Zoltan says, I hit up Katie and Abigail.
We are now getting hints of the next batch of information, or UAP, as the government likes to say. I'm very interested to see what this is.
I don't think Abigail was the kind of girl that
The U.S. government has registered the domain.
me and Abby dated, but I was definitely more of a placeholder for her. Lathos. Quit trying to lay on her, dumbass. Yeah, that didn't really make me feel all that good. I definitely kind of like over time. I was like, this girl shouldn't have just fucking skip out on me. You know what I mean? That's why I kind of like, I was like, fuck you, bitch.
Zoltan says, if you found out one of your exes was making thousands of dollars from selling your old nudes, would you sue or start OnlyFans?
I'd sue.
Zoltan says, which one, Matt?
I'd sue off bat. Off rip. Actually, Isabella asked me if... I'm not gonna say it. She definitely brought it up. And I was like, I would be comfortable doing it with you, but that's like a definitely down the line thing. But I also thought that also kind of threw me off. The last girl to talk about that shit was Vicky.
Aliens.gov and alien.gov.
Zoltan says, what made her bring it up?
I'm pretty sure she wants income. And you get like two attractive people together, that's pretty exploitable. So that's kind of what I think her train of thought was. Not saying we'll do it, but
Zoltan says, well, you need to.
yeah, she did bring it up. She asked me to stop talking shit to Alan. I was like, yeah, I'll stop. I posted his number in a pedo group. She's like, you promised me you've stopped texting him? I was like, yeah. I haven't sent him a text since Saturday.
Zoltan says, oh fuck, not this Alan guy again, lol.
Well, she lives at the dude's house. And the dude has like... yeah.
Zoltan says, yeah, you told me Czar.
But the longer she's in the hospital,
Zoltan
the better.
says, LMFAO.
Yeah, she's talking about wanting to get her hair done before she comes out. And I'm like... no, you should just do your hair here. She's like, I don't want to. But she does have personal property there. I'm trying to convince her to just let the social workers.
Zoltan
take care of
says,
it.
did you tell her you're gonna mess it up anyway?
Actually, she told me that she has a thing where she doesn't like having her hair touched. So I can probably respect that. I did date a black girl for a good long time. I mean, she was like mixed, but she had black girl hair. So like, I know not to fuck with it. Actually, it was probably one of the most annoying things when I was dating Victoria.
Zoltan says, yawn.
No, the black girls get upset.
Zoltan says, give me a handful of that outro.
Well, they sleep with their fucking extensions in. You know what I mean? They make their hair look a certain way for like the week, but they want to put their head on your arm with the extension, and it pulls on their hair. That's the problem. So I already know what Isabella's talking about. Like, I don't like having my hair pulled. You don't. I need to be careful of your extensions. I get it. But also, fucking take them out when you go to bed. Dumbass. I mean, you don't say that to him because it starts an argument, but you know, like, that's what it is. Fucking take them out, put them in the next day. You're gonna do your makeup for an hour anyway, and like half the time you're doing your makeup, you're wasting time. So it's like, you have a spare 30 minutes. You stupid bitch.
Preparing their congregations for disclosure.
Zoltan says, by the way, I think I fractured my thumb today, but I'm not too sure.
If you were the government,
Is the pain throbbing? Like, can you feel your heartbeat in it?
Zoltan says, it's swollen AF and I can't really feel it.
Put your hand on it. Can you feel your heartbeat? Can you move it?
Zoltan says, I can slightly feel a beat in it.
Fractured.
implications of this disclosure would mean.
It's sending signal.
Zoltan says,
The
Zoltan says, I thought that meant I was good.
no, it means your body's responding to the trauma. Like, I'm touching my thumb right now. I can't feel my heartbeat. You know what I mean? To find my pulse, I gotta find an artery. If your thumb's pulsating, your body is responding to trauma. Or more specifically, your nervous system is responding to trauma. You see what I'm saying? That's why I said throbbing, but you said you can't really feel it. That's why I asked if you can feel a heartbeat. So you probably have like a bone fracture or something. If you can move it, you're good.
How will people react to learn these entities exist? Many religious people view these entities as demons, sometimes perhaps angels. But if they're reptilian the way this pastor describes,
Reptilian?
I think most people would just assume demon. Let's take a look. Before we get started, my friends, you gotta head over to timcast.com and click join.
Wrap it. Like, wrap your hand like this. And ice it.
Join now to get into the
That's really all you can do.
community at timcast.com. Tens of thousands of individuals, like-minded. It's not what you know, it is who you know. And with community by your side, you can start new projects. You are more likely to succeed. And as a member, you make videos like this possible. Support the work that we do.
You wrap it, start inside the thumb.
Eternally grateful that you
Don't start your wrap like
job.
around.
So please,
Start
go
inside
to
the thumb.
timcast.com. Join us. But now let's get into the news. Televangelists' UFO warning goes viral.
Viral.
America waits for disclosure and proof. This from the USA Herald. The UFO disclosure debate has now entered a new and volatile arena, the pulpit. Cleveland-based televangelist Barry Stone recently claimed that pastors in an undisclosed state
Fat
were warned
bastards.
by individuals connected to the
Stupid
U.S. government
fucking
to prepare their
whore.
congregations.
Zoltan says, I can't really bend it or move it near the top knuckle, but I can move the bottom portion.
From this earth, and even reptilian
Zoltan says, I heard Cleveland.
So you can't move this part, you can move this part, but you can't move.
Before I play this video, I want to show you a couple of things. Alan Didio says,
Bend it
I
with
was
your
in this
hand.
meeting, and it's absolutely true. Additionally, we have this from a man saying Eric Burleson of Congress has been warning pastors about upcoming disclosure.
Can you grip stuff? Can you grab?
Let me play the video for you now.
I had a friend that sent me a text message. I was in a
How'd you hurt your thumb?
meeting, a weekend meeting, preaching Friday, Saturday, and Sunday morning. And he said, Perry, can you give me a call? I have some information that has come to my attention. Of course, when a friend of yours does that you know quite well, you have no idea what information we're talking about. And I'm not going to go into great detail, but there were a large number of pastors that had been invited to go to a
Dude, I'm
certain
fucking
state
drunk still. Holy fuck.
to hear some
Oh, I got a weed
men
pen.
in the United States government. And
Zoltan says, I tried pushing a charger into the wall with the thumb after injuring it and I couldn't.
And this particular man, now I'm not
Zoltan says, but
we may end up doing some teachings with him or having.
I'm gonna grab my dick. Grab my dick. Over here grabbing my own dick with my broken thumb. I got my thumb around my broken dick.
Aliens
Wait.
and concerning unidentified flying object spacecraft that the people who are in the meeting are telling us as pastors, you need to prepare your people and you need to get ready to answer them for
We
what
pet the dog
you're
cat.
about to hear
Shut the fuck up.
being released. And some of it has to do with crafts that have been discovered that are not allegedly a part of our planet, and the materials they're made of are not a part of our planet. Very strange reptilian-looking creatures. And other things that almost sound like something out of a sci-fi movie or Orson Welles' book.
I have very interesting, I will just say interesting indeed.
I'm here to
I'm gonna
kill
say this, I
bitches.
don't know anything about planned secret meetings with pastors. I did show you that one person claims to have been in this meeting. I don't know why these people would choose to lie. And I'm not saying they are not. I'm saying I don't know for what reason. Maybe they're going to make money off of it. Maybe it scares people. Maybe it generates views, videos like this, and they will get attention. Perhaps. Maybe it's true. What I can tell you is this. He's already mentioned many members of Congress have been destroyed. And in every instance, the insinuation is that aliens exist. Now, in the past 70 years, there has been, well, let me first say this, a conspiracy theory that the U.S. government is intentionally slow-dripping
Ah, fuck.
alien presence. And the reason why? According to dispute, if you were to come out
Zoltan says, my buddy and I worked out earlier, then started like slapboxing but just to the body. We typically do shit like this, and my thumb made contact with his wrist or something.
technology you know, I mean, it would be disruptive to many of the world's religions. Many religious communities as dark entities, as demons or jinn, some kind of monstrous entity that must be stopped. Would that be helpful in any way to us if this is just some kind of
fucking one-hit me?
life seeking to interact with us?
He fucking one-hit me.
Slowly release this, desensitizing us. Boring.
You gotta be careful with that shit.
Zoltan says, Matt switched thumbs with me RQ.
No, I need mine.
At this point, they have dangled UFOs
Zoltan says, I can't jerk off like this.
for so long. We may be nearing a point
Oh,
at
I
which
feel
people
that.
just go, okay, we get it already. There's aliens.
I'm gonna just have a girl work me out. Yeah,
They
man.
embed the story in. Now, my friends, we've got news from PBS. Trump drops hints.
I'm dropping all these items. What am I fucking doing with these random ass fucking...
Set for release. They say they're prepared to release some very interesting UFO files uncovered.
Some of that shit beat out of me, dude.
A mix of buzz and skepticism.
I was fucking him up all
The
drunk.
president started stoking interest in
He was fucking one-hit me.
in extraterrestrials in February, directing federal agencies to release their records related to extraterrestrial life and UFOs. Since then, he has built suspense with tantalizing updates, teasing an imminent release of documents never before shared by the U.S. government. We're going to be releasing a lot of things that we haven't. Trump said Wednesday at a White House event celebrating NASA astronauts. I think some of it's going to be very interesting to people. They say Trump has relished in portraying himself as the president who spills the secrets. In the first week returning to office, he ordered the release of records related to the assassinations of JFK, RFK, and Martin Luther King Jr. Disclosures revealed little beyond what was already known. In the build-up to the release, Trump said the American people deserve transparency and truth. Now, as he turns to the sky, the president has struck a similar tone, suggesting answers to decades-old questions may be on the way. His February directive on social media called for transparency around alien and extraterrestrial life.
I'm a conehead.
Unidentified aerial phenomena.
Fuck yeah.
Unidentified flying objects.
I'm not fighting him again.
Releases will begin very, very soon. He told
It's
supporters
fucking
in
me up.
April at a Turning Point USA event in Phoenix. So you can go out and see if that phenomenon is correct. You'll figure it out.
Walking on my arm. Look at the horse
Even
no
before
more.
this directive, the Pentagon was years into a process to declassify and release government documents related to UFOs.
Can't wake
Now
out
referred
like
to as
this.
Unexplained anomalous phenomenon, which is just the worst phrase ever. They may as well just put nothing. That phrase is meaningless. Strange things. How about that? Citing concerns over national security, Congress created an office in 2022 to investigate UAP and declassify as much material as possible. The office's 2024 debut report revealed hundreds of new UAP incidents, but found no evidence the U.S. government had ever confirmed a sighting of
Zoltan says, problem solved. I learned to use my own feet.
Recent sightings is expected to come soon. Now, before I read on, I'll make this point.
Oh,
It's the Cold War. It's just after World War II.
that's
when Roswell, New Mexico happened.
different.
What happened? An alien craft, some say. Maybe. Considering we don't really have evidence of alien craft beyond that, maybe not. Perhaps the story is just the U.S. government was experimenting with technology to detect Soviet nuclear tests. And with trouble, grave trouble.
Zoltan says, don't knock it till you try it, Matt.
Might feed her for head kicks.
In the Cape. No, I scarce know how to describe it. Ghosts.
Women jerk me off.
Fighting ghosts.
Look at that. Nah. I was waiting to flap my fucking wiener on Isabella's head.
Zoltan says, just picture it in your head. You yourself giving yourself a foot job.
No, I'll never think like that.
As if searching for something.
Too many calluses on my body.
Suddenly, they
Women are soft.
They might still be lurking around the castle. We should keep an eye on them.
There's hookers, let's fuck them. And not give them money. Get our way, you fucking wimp. Faggot. No.
Zoltan says, you don't have calluses between your butt cheeks.
Ew. Ew. This is excessively gay. Steal a suit of armor? What am I supposed to do? Game Pros.
Zoltan says, I once told someone something they did was gay and they replied with, I'll show you gay.
Did they suck someone's penis after that? Because that would be pretty gay. That would definitely be gay.
Zoltan says, no.
Well, then I doubt they were that gay.
Zoltan says, but I'll show you gay Matt.
You fucking homo. I believe you need to show me shit.
Zoltan says, bend over.
No. Then I'm gay. You fucking homo. I'll fuck your mom. Your grandma, your auntie. Don't tempt me. I like black girls.
Zoltan says, oh, so if you don't bend over but instead do the pitching, you aren't gay?
No.
Zoltan says, W loophole.
No. You imagine that shit. That's not my loophole. I like ripped the scab out of my nose, and it feels weird. Alright, game, don't fucking do Jewish shit this time.
Zoltan says, Matt, have you ever seen Freaky Friday?
With the girls? Yeah. You don't want to trade bodies with me. You experience my thoughts, you'd have PTSD, dude.
Zoltan says, of course not me.
Well, I'm not being a girl. Sorry. Not sorry. Fuck out of me way! I didn't mean to kick that guy. You gaff bitch. You watch it. Alright, we're going back. Got the poor fucking horse. Dumb bitch. You're a cunt.
Zoltan says, I was thinking you would swap with someone like him, Neil Patrick Harris.
That's gay. We're gonna ride into this shit.
Zoltan says, how confident in your wrestling ability are you, Matt?
Very. You have to be a freakish athlete for the matter if I'm fucked up or not. Most people only remember that I'm really good at boxing, but I started off in wrestling. I have like 4 years on top of wrestling that I do in stand-up. And I did stand-up for like 8 years. So it's like 12 years total.
Zoltan says, so against someone who pretty much has zero wrestling experience besides some football practice conditioning like me, you'd say I'd lose how many times out of 10?
All 10. I put you in a Kimura so fast standing up, I wouldn't even have to take her to the grounded.
Zoltan says, alright, put your butthole on the line.
That was some gay shit. Do you know how angry that would make me? I would fucking go insane, dude.
Zoltan says, I mean you're confident, right? Make the bet.
Make the bet. Bro, you'd end up in an upper body arm triangle.
Zoltan says, let's get it in writing too.
Offer it. I'll just put my hands like this, and you'll be like, what the fuck's this guy doing? And I'll just dive in, and it'll be like, sit!
Zoltan says, 10 attempts to take Matt down.
No, you'd have to beat me. You have to tap me out.
Zoltan says, oh wow.
Shit'll never happen, dude. I'm sorry.
Zoltan says, not so confident when the starfish is on the line.
No. 100% no.
Zoltan says, I'll take that as a win for me.
You gay motherfucker. Okay. Went to the wrong spot. They're gonna make me run. I had a horse.
Zoltan says, do you have to work
Yeah, I gotta
tomorrow?
work like 2. I gotta work a lot now. I can't squander this fucking week. I just paid my utilities.
Zoltan says, that's gay.
It's whatever. I'll stream at night. Are you working right now? I plan on just streaming at nighttime, to be honest, right now.
Zoltan says, no, I actually worked 3 to 11 today. Zoltan says, weird AF.
It's kind of like my normal time.
Zoltan says, me versus Matt.
They got loot too. O'Hara leather armor. Oh, it's broken.
We must find her before it's too late.
This game's actually really fun. It makes me want to play Black Desert.
Zoltan says, never played it.
It's an MMO. Oh. I got a new horse. I wonder if it was their horse. I just stole it. Nope. I think you're fucked. I made him suck my ass. They all died pretty miserably, didn't they? These guys are not that tough. Freedom.
Zoltan says, this game has some pretty nice animations and graphics.
Black Desert looks just like this too.
There are still people left behind. I know it's shameless to ask, but please, help them.
Zoltan says, he's a tiny man.
Definitely malnourished. More animals to capture? this game's beautiful, dude. Fucking wild.
Zoltan says, when did this game release and when did you start playing it?
Like 2 months ago and like a month ago. I played Black Desert on and off a little bit, but I never really got that far into it.
Zoltan says, gotcha.
Yeah, it is really fun though. Both of them. Okay. Oh shit, dog. He's fucking took that fence. Oh. Never mind. We don't jump the fence.
Zoltan says,
Nah.
killed the horse.
Just got knocked off. Damn.
Zoltan says,
Go make me
Matt,
a
go make me a
sandwich."
sandwich.
I'm about to go to bed though. I'm sleepy as fuck, boy.
Zoltan
I'm
says,
sleepy
I
as
feel
fuck.
you, LOL.
Oil fish long enough, the broth turns milky, rich. Drop in some hand-rolled meatballs, and it makes one
Oh my
fine
God.
meatball.
You gotta pass out for a little bit. Fuck. Alright. Thanks for hanging out, bro. I'll definitely be hanging out tomorrow.
Zoltan says, CYAL8R.